Okay, so this is the part 3 tutorial, and this will cover setting up routing for web pages. So as you can see from the previous tutorial, I removed the exit code, so we're getting the basic Laravel homepage again. And I'm going to jump back into the service provider, and to set up routing for new web pages, we basically need to have a routes file. So in the default Laravel install, you have this routes folder in the base folder of the website, and for web pages we have the web root. So this is the code that actually triggers the home page, which you can see on the default Laravel install. So I'm just going to copy this code, and as you can see, with it being the routes folder in the web.php file, we're going to basically replicate that structure inside our package source folder. So I'm just going to do new folder, call the folder routes, create a new file, call the file web.php, and then I'm going to paste the code in, but I'm actually going to change the root to test, and I'm also going to change the content that will be shown as just the word content, if I can spell content correctly. This is to just show that it's definitely coming from the package and that the routes are functioning correctly. So jumping back into the provider, in order to use this routes file, we need to basically use a Laravel function to point the system to use it. So this will be done through the boot method, and this method is just called load routes from. So you just do this load routes from, and then you basically pass it the path to the routes file that you're going to use. So in order to get the path to the current package, you can actually use a magic constant, but to take it one step further and simplify the structuring of the package, we're actually going to create our own method to simplify writing paths for the package. So I'm going to write a new function called basePath with a parameter of path, and this is basically going to serve as a helper, like the Laravel path helpers that are available, to point to the source folder of this package. So all I'm going to do is return the magic constant I talked about. I'm going to actually set the magic constant to a variable, and then with this variable we're going to concatenate it with the path that's passed as a parameter. So when this function is invoked, the path, which will be a relative path, will be returned with the magic constant forming an absolute path. So we can use this function, call it from inside as a parameter for the load routes from function. So we're just going to do this base path, and since this is relative to the package folder, we're just going to write routes/web.php. And with that set up, we should be able to go to the website now, type in /test, and there you go, the contents of what is being read out when we go to the routes file. So that's it for this tutorial. In part 4, we're going to be expanding upon this code by introducing controllers.